Hi, my name is Jason and this is my blog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
Morning folks, it's 22:11 and we're in Costa. Gonna have a coffee. I'm in the doctor's this morning. I'm going to push through with the dietary appointment and try and push through for a specialist appointment, because I haven't seen a specialist for a long time and I haven't had a specialist for at least 15 months, so he's going to push that through for me. He's also he has prescribed me tramadol for 2 weeks as a sort of trial, if you like, to see if I get on okay with him. And he thinks the same as me. He thinks that the hip pain and the side pain are to do with compensation, because I have to have a stick on my right hand side all the time. I think it's aggravated my hip, and it's not something I can do anything about. It's just going to get worse. I can't do anything about it. So all I want to do really is control the pain, and hopefully I can do that. But he's told me that I've got to see him again in a fortnight, and then I don't know what happens after that, to be honest with you. Thank you, Peter Neville, for allowing me to post on the CMT UK and NI group. My vlog, like I said, it's never deadly exciting. You won't see me doing bungee jumping or cliff diving or cave walking or anything like that. So it's just me. But I just like people to know that you can live a life with CMT. You're restricted, of course you are, but you can still get out there. My wife actually gave me the choice this morning if I wanted to. I could have stayed in after we'd been to the doctors, but I actually wanted to get out. I wanted some fresh air. I wanted to be able to get out the four walls, because I was getting a bit of four wall syndrome. A bit later on I'm going to attempt to try a jigsaw. I haven't done one for a long time because my fingers haven't been up to it at all. See that, I've been photobombed by my own walking stick. And that's my crutch that I use, my adapted crutch with the handle. As you can see, it's got a hand grip on it, which is a lot better. And this is something I use as well. You can see. Just get it in. There you go. That's my glove I use for my grips. Because without that, to be perfectly honest with you, I can't grip the stick properly, and it's just like holding onto a matchstick. It just keeps falling out my hands all the time. So at the moment, like I said, it's a beautiful day. We're looking at 24, 25 degrees today in Blackpool, and we're out and about. As you can tell, I've had a shave, so I tried to make a bit of an effort this morning. I told him, to be honest with you, I'm just fed up with the pain. I'm fed up with the pain in my side of my hip, and even if I sit down for longer than 4 or 5 minutes and then I stand up, it's just really is excruciating. But if it's to do with my stick, there's not a lot I can do about that, because I can't stop using my stick, so it's just something I'm going to have to put up with. Anyway, I'll do a bit more footies later, and you all take care for now. See you soon. Hey up folks, it's 1:30. I am in absolute agony with this hip of mine and the side. I definitely think I've done a bit too much today walking. It is absolutely excruciating. I've got my eye appointment for, when is it now? Next week sometime. So I'm having an eye test, because I'm a bit concerned about this left eye of mine. It's not wanting to stay open. I can't keep it open actually, it just wants to shut all the time. It's absolutely scorching hot. It is 24, 25 degrees, and it doesn't do very good with CMT, and it certainly doesn't do very good with thyroid. It really doesn't. It tires you out. So I'm having a bowl of chips and a cup of tea, and then heading off to home. I'll get some more of my video done later. I don't know what post I'm expecting, but yeah, just having a bowl of chips and a cup of tea. The place is absolutely busy. Not this place, but the town itself is very busy, because obviously we're in holiday season and it's a beautiful day, so everywhere's jam-packed. Luckily most of them, with it being this hot, on the beach, so it gives us a chance to just walk around town. If you go a chance, by the way, and you've got a heron near you, they're doing tubs of cart door ice cream for £1, and I mean the big tubs, the big 1 litre tubs for £1, and they've got flavours like apple, honeycomb and lemon meringue, and we've just had a tub of each, I think. It's £1 each, you can't complain. On another note, by the way, I tried last night Jack Daniel's cider. My personal opinion is I don't like it at all. I think it's horrible. But I'm not a massive cider fan, and it doesn't really taste that much of Jack Daniel's, to be honest. I will stick with JD, my whiskey and coke, because I I like my Jack Daniels, but I don't like it when it's mixed in with cider at all. I don't think it's very nice. But that's just my humble opinion. You know, you might disagree with me, up to you. But I tried it last night while the Lionesses battered Norway, and I thought, no, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Anyway, I'll do a video a bit later on. See you later.
Good afternoon, stroke evening, folks. 5:25 on Saturday. Been a lovely day again today. It's been absolutely beautiful weather. I've only been out for about 5 or 10 minutes. We nipped down to the local co-op just for a couple of items and also pick up the dog's tablets. And something was brought up while we were down there, and it's very clever actually. We give the dog a tablet called Apoquel, and it's because she suffers with skin allergies. And of course, we've been giving her this tablets now for about 4 years, 4.5 years on and off. Anyway, we've been giving it to her, and today they said to us, you know, we're recommending blood tests. And we thought, why? You know, why now? She'd been on it for years. And apparently, when this medication came out, it was the dogs. You know, everybody thought it was brilliant. And hardly any dogs were taking it because it was brand new. Well, now, because it's been out so long, they've been able to assess dogs with it. And apparently, it can cause cancer. It can affect their immune system and cause cancer. So, it's actually on the paperwork. We thought a first day up, but they tried to pull a fast one, just get some more money out of us. But no, if you know, when you get medication and you get a list of, you get a paper in it and it tells you all the stuff, it's actually on there. So we're going to get her some blood tests at the end of, well, nearly the end of July, to make sure she's all right. Because obviously, no, you know, when it's your dog, people who've got dogs will know this, or cats or any other pets. It's like, you know, it's a member of your family. You don't want to, you want to do the best you can for them, and you don't want to think that by trying to save a few quid, you know, you could put their health at jeopardy, and we don't want to do that. So that's the big thing we're doing at the moment. In about 3 weeks' time, I think it's the 20. Let me get this right. 27th, Saturday the 27th, we take it. Now, as you can see from earlier videos, yesterday was very, very tiring. Today I'm in a lot of pain with my side and my back again. And I thought last night, I was sitting here thinking, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be great if I could arrange something for people to meet up in Blackpool? I don't mean like a theatre trip or nothing like that, because I haven't got the wherewithal to arrange anything like that. But I thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could get some people, like-minded people with CMT, like, you know, to meet up? And I put the suggestion on one of the CMT sites, and I got a really positive response, actually. And I'll be getting in touch with the CMT group on Monday morning, and they said that they might be able to help with the arrangements. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get something done. And hopefully around about, I don't know, September-ish time, because I don't want to do it during the school holidays, because I know a lot of people have got kids and a lot of people have got commitments. I want to try and do it sometime during the school, where basically if people can get here for the day, or if they haven't got kids, even better. But I'm trying to arrange it for something like early September time when they've gone back to school, because the weather's still beautiful. It's still nice and warm, fingers crossed. And it's, you know, Blackpool doesn't really close officially until November. So it's just an idea I came up with, because it would be nice to meet other people from, you know, with CMT. We've all got that one thing in common. We're all superhuman in that respect. Because as I put the other day, I don't see myself as disabled. I see myself as anatomically unique, because I'd rather see myself as that. You know, I don't. I've got a disability, but I don't have to be disabled. If you know, do you get what I mean by that? You probably do, actually. If you're disabled, you'll understand what I mean. I don't want to feel as if I'm different than everybody else in that respect, in a bad way. You know, I don't mind being different in a good way, but not in a bad way. And I think we've all got as crosses to bear. You know, we've all got as things that slow us down and stop us from doing stuff. And unfortunately, I know this might sound a bit bizarre, but I would. CMT is one of them conditions that you don't want to have, and the reason being is you don't know how it's going to affect you day to day. You don't know what symptoms other people are going to have. You don't know what it's going to cause. Now, I went to see my specialist. I went to see my doctor yesterday morning and ran some things past him about the pain in my hip, etc. And I don't know whether I stated on the earlier video. I can't remember, but he, like me, thinks it might be linked to the fact that my stick isn't the right height for me for how I am. And So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get in touch with Surgical Appliances and try and get a bigger stick, because my stick, you see, won't alter anymore. It's at its top. As you slide the thing up, it's at the top hole. It will not go any further. And I want one that's a bit higher, because when I'm walking now, when I've got calipers on, I'm of course I'm a couple of inches higher than when I got measured up for my stick. So I'm now leaning to one side all the time when I'm walking, and I think that's causing the problem with my hip and my side, or at least it ain't doing it any favours. The pain off it's just ridiculous, it really is. And that's why when I went to see the doctor yesterday, I asked if I could go back on tramadol again. So he's putting me back on them for a fortnight. I've got to go back in 2 weeks' time to basically see where I am with it, because the problem I had with it last time was it gave me bad stomach pains. But to be honest with you, I'd rather have the stomach pains than the pains I'm getting in my side at the moment, because it's making it almost impossible to walk. And it was weird this morning, because we went out again this morning, and just going down to the shop and back, it was a pain, and the discomfort was ridiculous. It really was. I was stopping every 5 paces. It was just, oh, it's just mad. It really is bad pain. I mean, I can sit here now how I am, and obviously I've got my back pain, but my hip doesn't hurt as much. But the minute I stand up and put weight on my foot, that's when I get the pain in my hip. I don't know what's causing it. I haven't got a clue. Going back to the thing, what I've just said, by the way, about the meeting in Blackpool, if anybody's got any suggestions or anything that people might want to do, because my wife said, like, you know, we could always go down to the end of North Pier. There's a lovely place down there where you can just sit and listen to music, and we can have a nice cup of tea, because it's a massive space. And I didn't know whether people would want to go all the way down to the bottom of North Pier, you see. That's the problem, because I know a lot of people have problems with mobility like I do, and walking that kind of distance, I'm not sure. But if you're coming up to Blackpool anyway, I suppose you're kind of prepared to do a bit of walking, you know, because you can't come up to Blackpool and not do any walking. It's impossible unless you're in a wheelchair or a mobility scooter. But obviously, I don't want to do things that's going to cause people problems or pain. But then again, I'm not an entrepreneur, so I can't go out and like organise a tea for us all or something like that. But it would be nice to meet up with some people, like-minded people, you know, with CMT. It would be fantastic, and then we can have a good talk and get to know each other, because it does feel like a family thing. It does feel like a big community, the CMT sites. You know, you feel where you can be yourself, because a lot of the time in society, you can't be yourself when you've got conditions like this, because if you are yourself, people don't understand. They don't get it. They don't get why, you know, you're young and you're struggling to walk, why you can't grip things and you don't hold things in public, like cups of tea and stuff like that, in one hand, because you know you'll drop them. So you're sort of like sitting with like a cup in your hand and you're holding it like this, and people are looking at you weird, and you're sort of thinking, well, this is me. Take it or leave it. You know, I can't change myself, and I ain't prepared to. It is embarrassing sometimes. Yeah, I've been out when I've, you know, dropped things on the floor or stumbled or different things like that. But at the end of the day, I can't help who I am. I can't do anything about my condition. And people need to know that CMT is it's like quite a common thing. You know, you didn't used to be. And I had to explain to my doctor yesterday, because he didn't know. I said, well, originally it was called hereditary motor sensory neuropathy. Well, that's what I was diagnosed with anyway, HMSN, and that was in '95. And I told him what the new name is, obviously Charcot-Marie-Tooth, and he said, but why is it called that? And I thought, hang on, you're a doctor and you're asking me why it's called that. I said, I've got a feeling it's to do with the woman or the man or whoever who found the chromosome or something, or discovered the defect. I don't know. I've not looked into it that much. All I know is how it affects me on a daily basis and how it affects most people on the CMT side. And I keep seeing about people dropping things and spilling things and burning themselves and stuff like that. Now, I know it sounds weird, but I won't put myself in that position. I did it too much years ago. I mean, I'm only 46, and sometimes I get a feeling my body's about 76, because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. You know, it doesn't react how it's supposed to react. My fingers don't grip things. You know, my hands can't ascertain between what's hot, what's cold, what isn't. Can't grip things, hold things properly. Anyway, on a lighter note, I did do something today which I haven't done for a bit, and that's, I see behind me. Can you see the box behind me on that side? There. I started doing the jigsaw. We were in a charity shop yesterday, and Deb spotted a jigsaw, and what it is, it's a Heroes of Comedy one, and it's basically like a cartoon caricature of Morecambe and Wise, Frankie Howard, Les Dawson, Kenneth Williams, Tommy Cooper, and Ronnie Barker. And it's all in like a cartoon type thing with big faces and stuff like that. And I'm just doing that at the moment. So once I've done that, I'll post a picture of it on my vlog again, completed. I messaged Peter Neville, who's running a CMT group now, and asked him if it was okay for me to post my vlog on there. And he said, yeah. He said, to be honest with you, it's all awareness. And that's what's the key, I think, about this condition, CMT, is getting people to know what it is, so that they will understand and so that they will give us a bit of leeway, rather than, thinking that we're just like doll dossers, or we're just putting it on or faking it or whatever. I would love to be able to wake up tomorrow morning and say, oh, I've been faking it all this time and I'm absolutely fine. I would love it, and I think a lot of people on CMT would as well. But we can't do that, because we know that what we've got is what we've got. And the more people who are aware of it that haven't got it, the better for us, because they'll be able to notice the signs. They'll be able to find out without actually jumping to conclusions. Because I know for a fact, if I'm downtown and say I hadn't got my calipers, which I don't go out without them now, but if I hadn't got my calipers and I fell over in the middle of Blackpool, people would just think I was a drunk, simple as. And they wouldn't want to find out, they wouldn't come up to you and find out. They'd let you get up yourself and stuff like that, because that's how people are. We're judged, and I don't like being judged. And I don't think anybody should judge unless they're in a position to judge. If you've got CMT, then judge another person with CMT if you so desire. But what I'm saying is, we get judged by the people who are fit and healthy and have got a perfect life. They could run up the side of a mountain without losing breath. They could carry a sack of taters 50 yards without putting it down, and all this sort of stuff. We can't do that. Well, I can't anyway. But yeah, so all the other things I've been doing is watching the football. I saw the Lionesses batter Norway the other day, and I mean batter them, because to be honest with you, we should have won that 5 or 6-0. Although our keeper pulled off some fantastic saves, and there was some brilliant defending as well. I think the USA, I think they're treated with kid gloves. I don't think it's fair how they are treated. I think it's wrong that they didn't have a penalty against them last night. And I'm not anti-USA at all, because all I saw last night was them getting favouritism again. Now, when Japan went out the other night, I was gutted, because they played brilliant. And they went out to a handball that was not on purpose. It was not on purpose at all. It was an accident. And there was no difference between that and the one that the USA conceded last night. But the referee didn't even send it to the video assistant. She didn't even look at it again. And I'm sorry, but to me, that is bias. That is bias towards the US, because nobody wants to upset America. Nobody wants to get on the wrong side of America. And I think that England will have a hell of a job to beat them. And I don't think it'll be because of the football. I think it'll be because we are playing against the decisions, the referees, and all the tournament and everything. Because I've never seen such a biased tournament in my life. I really haven't. I think it's so aimed at the US winning again that I've got a feeling that they're going to win it again. I mean, if we can get past them on Tuesday, fantastic. But if we don't, just keep an eye out for the decisions, because some of them have been absolutely horrendous. There's no way that it shouldn't have been a penalty the other day, but only because the one against Holland was given a penalty. Now, if it hadn't have been, I'd have said, fair enough, you can't give them if one hasn't been given. But if one has been given, then the other one should. And that's my judgment. They've got to know where this grey line is between what's handball and what isn't handball. Now it seems to be, if it hits your hand and they want to give a penalty, they will. But if it hits your hand and they don't want to give a penalty, they don't have to. And with the US, it's always they don't have to. I'm sorry, but it's so biased, it's ridiculous. And I'm not the only one who said it. I've seen it on loads and loads of sports pages. Them saying, people have got in touch and said, how come that wasn't a penalty, but the one for Japan, against Japan was? And it doesn't matter, because it's the USC, so nobody dares speak up against them. Probably fear the country will get bombed if they do. It makes me so angry. It really does, because like I said, Japan were fantastic the other night, and they didn't deserve to go out to that penalty. No chance. I'm enjoying the African Cup of Nations as well. I'm just about to go watch the second match in 20 minutes' time. The first match today was a bit boring. Mauritania against Angola. It was a bit of a no game. None of them played really, really well. One bloke missed at 2 absolute sitters. But my main focus at the moment is my birthday in 3 weeks' time, and also getting this thing arranged so that I can meet people with CMT from all over the country if they want to come to Blackpool. And it would be fantastic to see you. So if you like the idea or you've got any interest whatsoever, just message me underneath the video. If you've got any ideas of what you'd like to do here, or if you need any advice, just message me. I can sort it. I can help out if you want anything doing. Just let me know. Okay? You all take care. From one CMT to the rest. You all have a good night. I haven't done this for a while, so I'm going to finish with a poem. It's just a simple poem, and it's just called I Saw Light. And I wrote it a while ago, and it's just basically about feeling welcome and being part. I saw light, and I was welcomed. I was loved. I was wanted. I grew. I became. And now I'm me. And that's who I am. Not gifted, not special, except to those who love me. I know one day I'll see that light again. It will welcome me and warm me, and there'll be others. And I'll become part of it, ready to welcome those I love. That's just called I Saw Light. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.